Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. As you know, today's a good day to ride around Turdville. You already know my location. It's a little too hot. As you can see, I have long sleeve. And that's because I don't want to end up being a squid. For those of you who don't know what a squid is somebody that you will see that's not well protected for riding, but they're riding anyway. A squid is how a person would look had he gets into an accident, he or she, and the horrible graphics of what that could look like. That's what makes you a squid. So, ladies and gentlemen, always gear up. You don't want to be out here squidding. And ladies and gentlemen, the biggest squidders ever live in Florida. You know what I'm talking about. Those of you in Florida with no shirt, got jean shorts on, got flip-flops, if you got anything at all on your feet. Yeah, the biggest squidders in the world come from Florida. But I understand the situation, as it can get extremely hot under all those weather conditions. So yeah, that's lesson number one. No matter how hot it is, avoid being a squid. Bumps over here. These are what you call rim killers. All right, now let me tell you something about my motorcycle. The V-rods have an awkward shape to the front fork, an awkward slant, an awkward design, and it takes a pretty hard impact. So this isn't the most boing boing kind of motorcycle, if you get what I mean. People say V-rods are only good in a straight line, but it's not on a motorcycle, man. It's the rider, dude. In most states I know, when the fire truck or the police department pass by with their strobe lights on, it generally means you pull over. I don't see much people doing it in New York State, but that's how they do it in other places. Let me know in the comments how they do it in your state. Do you pull over, you just slow down, or what are the rules? I was riding by and I saw this place called Grounds Donut House, but that's not what caught me. What caught me is the fact that there is a skeleton in the middle of the donut hole. I'm a simple guy. I'll just go with glaze and jelly. All that other stuff is like OD sweet. Oh my God, but they have Fruity Pebble donuts. Amazing. What is that, like cinnamon roll donuts? Oh, I'm sorry. Holy cow. They had the sweets on top of sweets on top of sweets. I'm not gonna lie. The jelly is kind of OD. Okay, it's a lot of jelly, which is good because I done nearly paid $4. Okay, so for the donut. So if you're comfortable with paying $4 for the donut, do you. But they did have a Fruity Pebbles donut. They did have a cinnamon roll donut with a glazed ice cream, icing, whatever it is you call it. Look it up, Grounds Donut House. I mean, it's OD donuts. It's really good. It's really fresh. Man, look at all that jelly. It's like, woohoo. If you're a jelly fan, this is for you. But also, if you're a Fruity Pebble on everything fan, this is also for you. If you're a motorcycle rider in New York City and you're in an area where they have the L, this is called the L, short for the elevated train station. And if you have one of these, one of the benefits could be when it rains, at least you have a shield over you if you're riding. Another thing that could benefit you, if it's scorching hot out, like 100-degree weather with flat out, unfiltered sun, you have shade. You have shade, simple as that. Right now, this ride for me, although noisy, narrow, and even though there's lights, this ride for me is actually cooler than if I was riding regular roads or even a highway. As we can see here, we got the sanitation department. What appears to be like taking people's food trucks for not having license or operating without one. So yeah, every now and then you will see these vendors. They usually get swarmed over. I mean, they ain't doing nothing wrong, but sometimes you gotta follow the rules and you gotta get those permits, no matter how hard it is. Because if they gave everybody one, everybody will be selling hot dogs. You might or might not see me go right through the wrong color light. Sometimes you don't want to get caught up in the pattern of stopping in every single light, especially in the wrong part of a neighborhood. You understand? You have to be alert, you have to be aware, and you have to know that there's people out there that want shiny things too, and they can't get it. So what they have to do is take it from those who own shiny things. Now, I'm not saying that it happens to everybody, but I'm just saying, be aware, be alert of your surroundings, and don't leave yourself vulnerable. Don't create patterns and predictability. Sometimes it's good to wiggle around traffic and get ahead of others and get behind others, and you know. Like that you can't be scoped out, how they say it, you know what I mean? You can't be scoped out. So it's not that I'm being a jerk or anything. It's just that this is the way New York rolls. This next location I'm going to, I'm going because I've been getting a weird vibe. Before we get into that, you gotta understand kind of what my beliefs are. I am not a religious guy at all whatsoever, but I do believe that things are revealed to you through numbers, and numbers are connected to guardian angels. I mean, that's my belief. You gotta believe in something every time your life is on the line in one of these bad boys. I've been getting these revelations through numbers, and yesterday rather, I saw the number 666 multiple times. And I'm a firm believer that angels present themselves through numbers, and that is not a good sign for anything. So right now I'm going to what we call La Grotte, or the Grotto, in the Bronx, which is a holy place where there was once believed to be like holy water from a natural spring that gave healing and blessings and all kind of miracles. So I'm going right now to get me my little cleanse at the grotto. Alright, and that's what we're doing. Again, everybody believes in something. My belief is that angels, guardian angels, present themselves through numbers. They warned you. I also believe that karma is a guardian angel. You can see the spot here is kind of packed. I think I'll come later. The only thing about that is that there's overzealous folks that really believe in the power of that, so they literally come through and fill buckets. I'm talking about 5-gallon buckets, Pepsi bottles, gas cans, paint lids. I'm talking about, you name it. People come here to collect this water from all over the Bronx and elsewhere. It is my understanding that that water heals and do miraculous things with the soul. I don't really know so much about physical things. As you can see, somebody here blessing their car, and I bless my bike. And like I said, everybody has to believe in something. Notice whenever I do this, I might do this when I'm cutting through in the middle, just to let people know that I'm coming through. You know what they say, loud pipes save lives. You gotta keep the rev, man. That's just to avoid people crossing lanes unexpectedly. At least they know you're coming. Some of them might be idiots. Some of them might give you some rhythm, some play. Do a little grocery shopping with you guys. It gets a little tiring eating out all the time. So sometimes you just want to take something home. Just prepare it yourself. Save you time, energy. And you gain good health. Because not everything you eat is healthy. So fine fare it is. Let me know in the comments, what's your local supermarket called? Of course I'm old. Of course I'm gonna eat Raisin Bran. Of course prices are pricey. What do you think? If you don't know how to ride with your groceries, you shouldn't be riding. Come on, guys. You gotta ride with your groceries, man. I mean, I like to ride to food, but it's too early in the week to be splurging out with restaurants and food and stuff. So, you know, you might want to take home a meal or two every now and then. So this video here was done in 2 parts. Let me explain. The reason I did this video in 2 parts is because I am currently coming back from a hand injury, and I actually had to make some modifications as far as getting this lever shorted out so that my pinky here won't feel the strain or the pain. Another thing I did was I took the throttle grip, and I made it a little longer, so that it has a little flexibility at the end, so that I don't, you know, it relieves a lot of pressure. Well, the whole thing is that I got into an injury. I'm trying to wean myself back into riding. I'm doing it gradually, little by little. You can see the lever, the grip, it's a little relief. You can see my pinky finger doesn't even grab it, right? So it's less strain, it's less spasm, it's less everything.